Hello, and I welcome you all to this video, which is yet another addition to our discussions on literary theory. In this video, we'll be talking about modernism, which is another important theory that originated in the 20th century.
This quote, which is up on your slide now, is basically something that actually represents the disillusionment that came with the coming of the modern age. Now, on or about December 1910, human nature had changed. All human relations shifted, and when human relations change, there is at the same time a change in religion, conduct, politics, and literature. Now, with the coming of the modern age, we know there were two world wars, and because the impending danger, there was, of course, a shift in the way in which people looked at life, people looked at religion, the way in which they took up these various institutions of marriage, of love, of relationships, how there were strained relationships, and also we have Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, which is again a text that shows how the modern man's life or society was. So, talking about the modern age, which was characterized by extreme disillusionment, it was, of course, an age of turbulence and socio-political changes. That was primarily because of the world wars and also because of the various changes that were taking place across different countries in the world. And during the Victorian era, or in precisely in the year 1859, we had the publication of The Origin of Species, which questioned the existence of God. Because till then, people who read the Bible or people were actually being told that we were created by God. We know the story of creation. We know that he took 7 days, 6 days, and then the seventh day was Sabbath day, and so on and so forth. Now, when Charles Darwin came up with his Origin of Species, people started questioning the existence of God. And also, we have the dictum of Nietzsche, which reads, God is dead, we have killed him. So now that explains everything, or all those changes that were taking place with the coming of the modern age. And also, T.S. Eliot, in his representative work, The Wasteland, he talks about how the modern age or the modern society is nothing but a heap of broken images. So, as far as modernism is concerned, you had T.S. Eliot, Ezra Pound as being the most important and notable figures as far as literary criticism is concerned. Now, the most important concept that they developed is Imagism, or it is rather a school. Now, they believed in making things new. So, make it new were the watchwords of the Imagist movement. They thought of actually representing their emotions by way of images in their works of art. So, precisely, an image is actually an intellectual and emotional complex in an instant of time. Now, you also have In a Station of the Metro, which is again an important poem. These lines have been given and they've been asked from which poem they are over and over again. Ezra Pound, in this poem, which is basically a very short poem, it's similar to a haiku. He talks about how the various faces he sees in the metro station are nothing but walking ghosts and so on and so forth. He talks about the apparition of the faces. That's basically the Imagist movement, and that is a poem that actually shows what the Imagist movement actually is. And later on, we also had the Imagist Manifesto being written by Strapan, which laid down the values that need to be followed by an Imagist. And moving on, during modernism is where we had the concept of existentialism being developed, and we also had concepts of the theater of absurd, which developed as a school of criticism by Martin Esslin. It was developed, the term was developed by Martin Esslin. And absurd plays, or rather absurd literature, is something that involves the themes of alienation, hopelessness, and absurdity. And Albert Camus' myth of Sisyphus is again another work which shows the existentialism that is present in the modern man. We also have other existentialists like Franz Kafka, Tom Stopper, Jean-Paul Sartre, Soren Kierkegaard. Now, Kierkegaard again has written another important work, Fear and Trembling. Yes, so you have actually a number of different important works as far as the modern age is concerned.
This is it for this video, and stay tuned for more updates on literary theory. Thanks a lot for watching. Do remember to like, share and subscribe.